Hi, my name is Kunioi, and I'm the DP for this project using the new RED Helium. So we worked a full day with the RED Helium. It wasn't as crazy as being outside or putting it through a whole bunch of harsh environments, but the sensor held up pretty well.
My initial impressions of the RED Helium are pretty positive. RED cameras have been a little finicky in the past, but we had no issues with this one today, and the image actually looked very pleasing.
We were working in kind of a tight space and working around drums, which have a lot of gack that go along with them. So it's cool to be able to throw like wider lenses on it and frame a little wider than we normally would. And, I can probably get 2 or 3 different framings out of just our wide shot.
So the RED Helium comes with this new red body that's, sort of their weapon design. And one thing that's really nice as an AC who's dealing with monitoring and always plugging in HDSDI cables is that they finally moved that HDSDI port from the bottom here over to the side. So it's a lot more accessible. And just little tweaks like that add up over the course of a day when you're constantly plugging in and unplugging a BNC cable. So I really enjoy those things as an AC to see that RED's taking that feedback and putting it into their newer cameras and improving them. And to go along with that, down here you have exhaust now, which is a good place to put it here at the back. It's still up top, but down here at the back too.
For this project, I really wanted to take advantage of what it could possibly be in terms of low light, and also the fact that it's an 8K, so that maybe we'll be able to apply heavy noise reduction onto it and then downgrade it to a 4K master without having to lose a tremendous amount of definition into the image.
When we shot Verispeed stuff up to 100 frames per second at 6K, we bumped up the ISO, and we were both pretty pleased with the noise level in the image. wasn't too bad. Like it was very acceptable and very workable. And this was shooting, on a lot of this like black background, and our talent was wearing black shirts. And so if the noise was going to appear, we were going to see it, and we didn't see too much of it.
In terms of color, dynamic range, and also the RED's ability to see into the shadows now, I think it's getting very close to the Alexa in terms of an organic quality to it. I've always been worried about the RED sensor being a little too plasticky, a little too artificial, a little too sharp and contrasty in terms of its dynamic range. But it's pretty good now. I really enjoy it. So
I'm curious to get it into post because I'll be doing the color grading on this. See how, what that workflow is like with the 8K footage.
The 8K I thought would maybe provide some difficulties in terms of focus pulling, but if anything, such a sharp image makes it a little bit easier for me to tell what's in focus and what's not.
I would have to say that probably the biggest downside it's going to be with this camera is just the hard drive space that you're going to need. 1 minute equals 10 to 15 gigs per minute, so be sure to have a huge RAID on hand when you're doing a project beyond like a commercial or something like that.
The white color of the camera maybe isn't the most practical, but even I have to admit that it looks pretty cool, like a stormtrooper. But at the end of the day, it's a camera, and it works, and it makes great looking images, and I think we shot a really cool spot today.